Hello, I'm Brad from Otis Technology. Today we're going to demonstrate using various military weapons cleaning systems to clean an M4, an M9, a sniper rifle, and a Barrett 50 cal. This is a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle. In order to properly clean the Barrett 50 cal from breech to muzzle, you must insert the bore reflector chamber flag between the bolt face and the magazine to keep the bolt from riding forward. Next step, I'm going to take my patch, insert the tip through a slot in the patch, take a pinch on the patch, feed it back through the tip, and pull. That creates a swab that will give me 360 degrees inside my sniper barrel. You'll want to put a few drops of solvent on the front end of the patch. You want to insert the obstruction remover into the action, pushing the patch into the chamber. As the patch enters the chamber, it's always best if you take a few turns on the patch to clean the head, the shoulder, and the neck space, and pull. Next step, you'll use your bore brush. To use your bore brush, you insert your obstruction remover into the action, running it all the way down until the bore brush hits the chamber. It's always best to give a few turns on the bore brush while it's in the chamber to help scrub the neck and the shoulder. The final step is to run a dry patch. The dry patch will mop out the solvent patch and the bore brush is loosened up. Now we are going to clean our M4, M16 family of firearms. When cleaning your M4, the rule of thumb is to run a patch with solvent, run a brush, and then run a dry patch to mop out what the patch with solvent and the brush have loosened up. Take the tip, insert it through the slot in the patch, take a pinch on the patch, feed it back through the tip, and pull. That locks the swab on the tip. Now we're going to put a few drops of solvent on the front end of the patch. To assemble your obstruction remover, you thread it into the end of the cable. Now we're going to insert our obstruction remover into the action, turning the patch as you enter the chamber. Now you want to assemble the T-handle bar inside the obstruction remover and pull. Next step, you'll use your bore brush. Continue to pull the bore brush out and breech to muzzle. Finally, we will run a dry patch to mop out with the solvent patch and the brush loosened up. Now we will clean our military autoloading handgun. To clean your autoloading handgun, you pull back the slide, remove the magazine, and be sure that the weapon is unloaded. You take your slotted tip, insert it through the slot in the patch. You take a pinch on the patch, feed it through the slot in the tip, and pull. That gives you a swab that will give you 360 degree coverage inside the barrel. We'll take our cleaning solvent, lubricant, and preservative, put a few drops of solvent on the front end of the patch, insert the cable into the action. We'll want to grab our T-handle from the kit, insert it into the obstruction remover, and pull. Next step, you'll use your bore brush. Grab your T-handle bar and pull. The final step is to run a dry patch. The dry patch will mop out with the solvent patch and the bore brush have loosened up. Now we are going to clean our sniper rifle. When cleaning the sniper rifle, we need a flexible cable, slotted tip, obstruction remover, and a bore brush. Grab the slotted tip. I'm going to take my patch, insert the tip through a slot in the patch, take a pinch on the patch, feed it back through the tip, and pull. That creates a swab that will give me 360 degrees inside my sniper barrel. I'm going to put a few drops of solvent on the front end of the patch, and insert the obstruction remover into the action, Now you assemble the T-handle bar inside the obstruction remover, turning the patch inside the chamber, cleaning the neck, the shoulder, down the barrel. The second step is to run a bore brush down the barrel. Finally, we will take a dry patch to mop out where the solvent patch and the bore brush have loosened up. For more information on using Otis products, please visit otisgun.com. And remember, keep it clean using Otis breech to muzzle cleaning systems.